Stuff and Nonsense. Hello, Miss Julie here with another craft from the public library. This week I'll be drawing up the 5th card in my terror card deck. I've been going a little more slowly lately because I've been in the hospital for a heart condition, but I'm still chugging along, and so after this little delay, I hope to finish the deck. So, this week I'll be tackling zombies. In 1968, Night of the Living Dead came out in the theaters. Now, I didn't see it till a few years later, but when I did, I was indeed horrified. Until then, I can't say that I was very impressed with the monstrousness of zombies. They were slow, stupid, shuffling, groaning messes, easy to incapacitate and dumb as dirt. Check it out, zombie Barbies. But of course, the trick with zombies is that they may start out singly, but then there's another, and soon there's a zombie horde. What's more, they're relentless and impervious to pain, so they can actually be pretty frightening. They didn't necessarily start out that way. Zombies have changed quite a bit. I think at one time they were more like tragic victims of a voodoo practitioner, and the fear was that the voodoo guy would come after you and turn you into a zombie. But now zombies are more likely to be mindless cannibal contagion carriers. There are movies and stories that have taken advantage of that. In World War Z, people changed into zombies at an astonishing rate, and the resulting zombies moved at lightning speeds. Very impressive. Check it out. Somebody photoshopped a cat in there. That's so funny. So, movie zombies these days are a lot more flexible monster-wise. In Warm Bodies, the zombies are redeemable if you can get them to fall in love or feel some warm human feelings. Nice. It was a fun film, and the promotion posters were just a riot. My favorite zombie film is Shaun of the Dead. A real send-up, that one. Aside from being hilariously funny, it's also frightening and kind of touching. Everything about that film is just right. In the setup, people are seen going through the motions of living and working in mindless, repetitive jobs, like so many somnambulists. That's sleepwalkers. As the movie is ending, the film shows viewers that there are more than a few people for whom being changed into a zombie hasn't made that big a difference. That includes one of the main characters, Ed, played by Nick Frost. Sean, played by Simon Pegg, has put his zombified friend in a shed where they can play video games whenever they like. Not much change for Ed there. I decided to make my zombie more like the zombies in that film. At first I was going to make my zombie more like a Hollywood agent. I had him talking on the phone with Godzilla saying, "Baby, you're the biggest, no doubt about it. I'm working with the new producer now. We've cleared up that little misunderstanding. I explained to the studio that I just got overexcited when the first producer said that he was going to give me a piece of his mind." Well, it was funny, but I didn't find him very relatable. Then I thought about making a bunch of teen zombies in a school hallway, shuffling along, just saying, "Brains, brains, brains." But that wasn't quite right either. So I said, I think I'm going with a Shaun of the Dead style zombie. In this case, she's kind of an office zombie. I put her hand holding the phone on backwards by accident, but then I kind of liked it that way, so I left it. I did it with the first guy, too, the first zombie. After I finished a sketch to my satisfaction, I went in and I worked on it in Procreate. So I took a picture of it, put it in, and started working on fixing it up and making it tidier and make more sense. She has kind of gray skin because, after all, she's dead. I also put makeup on her because I thought in her zombie kind of mindless way, she is trying to keep herself together. I wasn't as thrilled with my zombie drawing as I was with some of my other monsters, like the Bride of Frankenstein. I thought she was great. So with this one, I thought, well, I'll put a nice border on it, and I'll try to smarten it up with some nice colors, and so that she has something, because I don't know, I don't want to neglect the zombie just because I'm not into zombies. Check it out, her coffee cup says Star Yucks, very Mad Magazine. I did write a monster monologue for her, and it goes like this. Sometimes it feels like I'm just going through the motions. We joke about it. We say, we could die and no one would notice until we fell over. There are hordes of us about, staring at our phones, hitting the same walls, and looking desperately for anyone with brains. The thing that bugs me most isn't the flies. What's really eating me is that the powers that be want us this way. It serves their purposes that we stumble along, consuming and blindly pursuing this oblivious existence, if you could call it that. I know I spend a lot of time moaning and groaning, but I could go on and on. I'm relentless. Anyway, so here she is. Take it or leave it, she doesn't care. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you come back for more crafts and stories from the public library.